Taanit Daf 28 tells us that the Greeks blocked the roads to Jerusalem in the same way as Yeravam ben Nevat. So who is Yeravam ben Nevat? He was the first king of the Northern Empire. He was the king that brought about the split between the United Empire that King Shaul, King David, King Solomon, that they all governed over, and he split it apart, and the kingdom was never united from that point forward. And what he did is he put up roadblocks to stop the people going through Jerusalem. He had this whole northern kingdom. He had most of the population. He had most of the land. He had a lot, but what he didn't have was the temple. And as long as the temple was not in his territory, he was afraid that, he wouldn't look like the real king, because the real king, who was Rehavam, was the king in Jerusalem. Only king from Jerusalem was allowed to sit in the temple. So people would make the pilgrimage. They'd see these two kings. One of them would be acting like a real king. One of them wouldn't be acting so much like a real king. So he says, you know what? Better that people never go to Jerusalem. And he created two golden calves, one in the northern part of his kingdom in Tel Dan, one in the southern part in Beit El. And he said, these is your God, O Israel, brought you out of Egypt. These are the places you're going to have it and make a pilgrimage festival to. And he said, this is where you're going to make your annual pilgrimage, not to Jerusalem. We no longer go there. And that was a bad thing. It really helped seal off and make the two kingdoms distinct and stop the people from living and being like one nation.